What's up, boys? Today I'm doing some weapon specialist on the gunner, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do since you unlock all weapons with the projectile tag. There's actually an insane number of weapons you get here, and it's kind of hard to get exactly what you want. I would like to do the full gun platform build still, and I wouldn't mind trying something else with the smart rifle. Let's see, paint job. The lead storm's kind of bad, but I might need some levels on that for the early game. I wouldn't mind trying a smart rifle build again, because last time I tried that on the engineer, the build ended up being so strong that I couldn't really even test it, and the warthog just shredded everything. So I could try that again. I wouldn't mind trying a acid-based gunner with the Subata converted to acid and then grabbing the Nishanka to add some weird debuffs that you can't normally get on the gunner very often. But I'm just gonna see what I get off of the first weapon and hopefully get some gold for rerolls in case I need anything. Probably some damage here. But with that many different things that I might try here, I probably won't need many rerolls. And then I will look for a scanner or two here in case I can get the gun platform. I could still go for the terrain-based stuff with that and mine a ton of resources and stuff.
Landing zone ready.
So we got the Subata. I can go for acid-based. Looking for the bolt shark later on. Some big reload, sure. Probably need some fire rate to stack up the debuff faster if I can get that. You're definitely not guaranteed to get the acid conversion though. There's a decent number of balanced overclocks on it. So I might end up having to go fire or something on it instead. Who knows?
Well done, you got them all.
Oh, I never even grabbed that. I thought I walked into it. Oops.
I die a little inside every time I have to take out.
Grab these loot bugs and then head back for it. So I guess right now I've got the front to back build with the lead storm going forward and the Subata going backwards. So that is pretty nice on the first level, but that's quite a few damage stats, so probably just take that. Big levels there into the early piercing shots. It's a pretty nice boost to the early game. But I feel like that overclock is just taunting me now after I lost all those runs without ever seeing it.
Loot bug open. Feeling much better now.
See if I can position to get the lead storm going, maybe, while mining.
Think again.
It's probably going to be hard to kill the elites here when I can only hit with one weapon at a time. Get this Subata level. So the lead storm's level 7, but it only has one actual level on it, so the Subata's probably better. I guess if I can get into an area where I'm hitting some enemies with both of them, that would probably be helpful. So I can at least farm XP with one of them and work on the elites with the other. This might actually be pretty rough. Probably not gonna put too much into that, but it does have piercing shots, so I guess it is pretty good.
This ain't a picnic, miner. The bugs
Let's
are all
get
over
some
you.
explosions going.
Oh yeah.
See if I can farm some XP with the piercing shots, get some more explosions. I probably take some pickup radius here.
It's calling to me.
More globally useful, and I don't have any yet. I do need to get those detonators off on the elites, but not like that.
Don't get this wrapped up soon. It's all over, Miner.
Subata level. Get some piercing shots damage going on. I could get some huge levels there, but probably just some luck.
I rarely go for this one. Ooh.
So I would like to get the Bolt Shark now, but there are a lot of weapons here. So I might not want to waste a ton, but we'll see. There we go. Acid Electrical.
Give me the Bolt Shark, baby.
So the double Acid Gunner dream is still alive. Just need to look for the conversion on the Subata. Then I'll get some pretty nice debuffs that you wouldn't normally have on the Gunner, with Acid increasing damage taken and Electrical increasing crit chance. XP, probably not. Kinetic is going to be pretty bad, but that works on everything.
Oh, that hit the spot.
Got some nice reload there. That's pretty good, but I do need a lot of overclocks. No acid, so that's pretty good at least. As long as I can get the acid later on. Leadstorm, take the crit.
Mission completed, Miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads
Fire
back
rate
to
or
orbit.
Nishanka. Level 18 wouldn't be that useful on it. It would apply more electrical stacks, so maybe I'll take the higher rarity here.
Gorgeous gun for a gorgeous dwarf.
Try and get some explosions and then grab the magnets. Gonna take the highest one here for the Subata. Projectile damage is not bad. Reload, sure. I guess grab the paint job here. Firebolt, nope. If I do get it to 18, I'll be looking at the electrical explosion, and then I'm not sure what else I would want. Probably a light weapon to get reload for those. I believe the Subata does have very fast reloads, though that might not be super important. What else is there? That would get light, and it does have some cool overclocks. That would unlock medium, which I don't want. Sure, let's try it.
Got plasma on my mind.
Take the damage here, maybe?
Dibs.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to
Yeah, I guess I will try and go for 18 on the Nishanka as well, to get some extra debuffing potential on that.
Stage 1 completed. Well
Normally
done.
I'm thinking
Taking
about
you to
the
stage 2.
extra bolts that you fire with it, but here I'd just get the electrical explosion, Subata level,
Smart pick.
level there, reload on light is okay. Sure.
Feels rare. Feels
See
right.
what else
Let me
there
try
is.
again.
It's kind of expensive and damage is the stat that I want on that the least. It's a pretty big reload for everything.
Just the upgrade I was looking for.
See if there's any other nitra
what
stuff.
else?
Some damage there, reload there. I
me
do need
that.
the levels on that a lot.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Next time, let's go somewhere.
Got a Subata level.
It's for me.
So yeah, the reload speed isn't super useful on that because it's so low by default. But if you can pump the fire rate really high as well, you can get some use out of it.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
And then on the plasma charger, I think you can get the cryo effect and burn possibly on it.
Supply pod ready for insertion.
It also has that unique pull effect to it, but that didn't seem very useful the one time I tried it.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time.
Bad thing about this build is that when you're not going kinetic, you aren't really scaling up the weapon specialist passive as much, I think. Status effect, I think I'm mainly using them for the debuff portion rather than the damage over time. Probably grab some movement speed, don't think I have any of that yet. And getting some of that's pretty important to help with artifacts. I'm gonna try and pull those guys away, that's way too many to get in there right now.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Got a fire rate there. That is one of the better stats if you're stacking debuffs with it. If I can knock these on the other side, then that should work. Nope. Of course, there's one in the circle.
Here we go. Prepare for impact.
Whoops! Heads up!
Pickled nitra. These are pretty bad, so I may as well.
Take it!
Got plasma charger here. Probably some reload speed on that.
Calling to me.
Fire rate will help with debuff application.
Yes.
I barely got to explore this level though because that supply pod was pretty difficult to get to.
This one's for Carl. Let's show them some fight.
Don't think I saw any magnets, so I will have to get back there to get all that XP. And with those rocks there, that's kind of rough. Getting kind of low, so I probably have to give all that up.
Time's running out, Miner. The bugs are getting
Plasma, probably just take the Nishanka level.
Need it. Take that!
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Kinetic. That's gonna be useless soon. Grab some crit damage, I suppose.
Shoot it in the face!
Movement is pretty nice, especially with pickled nitra.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, Miner.
Got some big hits with the detonators there, some decent projectile damage. Don't think I can grab much more than that. Probably just the Nishanka level here. Push the overclocks on that.
Well done, Miner. We knew we could trust you to go it alone. Stage 2 completed.
I will grab that since I'm not super high on the levels, and there we go, got the Acid Dream alive. That unlocks the Acid upgrades with 2 of those. Take some luck, projectile damage. See what else we got. Can't grab that. I guess just grab a bit of projectile there and head on.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your
But that was
objectives.
kind of a
Let's
rough
get out
level
here.
for mining resources. Had to spend a lot of time on the supply pod, and then there were a lot of the heavy rocks towards the end, blocking me off from getting more resources.
Okay, swarm detected. Bug up and get ready.
That will teach you.
Got a big plasma charger, sure.
Yoink.
Wouldn't mind getting some overclocks there as well.
We can't send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
This one's for Carl.
Good work. There's a resupply on the way.
Drop kill.
Crit chance is decent, that's okay.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
So now I've got the double nitra damage scaling,
Tooth bug open.
but I may want to get some more movement speed to go with that. Then I can hold a lot of nitra for huge damage.
Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of goodies.
Got an overclock here.
This one's so mean.
Cryo or fire. I'm not getting the 18 that fires all of them at the same time, so these are going to reduce the useful debuffs I get. So I think I'm just going to take the salvage here, and that'll help me get to 18 a bit faster as well.
Red sugar. Tooth bug open. Ooh.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Still kind of far from the unstable overclock on the Subata, though. Would like to be a bit further on my main weapon.
Well done. You got them all.
Yeah, give me some sugar. Ooh. Ah.
Got some reload. Not the best stat, but it's okay at blue still.
Say hello to my little friend. Ooh. Feeling much better now. Suck on this, you freaking nature.
Got some Nishanka.
I want it.
And reload is nice to have on that. I would like to get back to the left side for all the XP over there. And I can also get some decent plasma bouncing damage in the middle of a tunnel like that. Although those guys are dying a bit faster than I wanted. Got some damage there. I guess I'll take the higher rarity.
Feels right.
So I'm probably going to have to leave a lot of XP behind here, especially with the pickled nitra fairly ramped up. Got some pretty good acid damage. Sure, I'll try that.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Plenty more where that came from. Stage 4 is waiting for you, miner.
Reload. I'm okay on nitra, so I can grab that. Reload there. Looking decent on those now. Fire rate helps apply debuffs, so that's kind of cool.
Take this one. More options.
Paint jobs are pretty helpful for getting the overclocks
Like
here.
gun
And then those are pretty close now. I guess I'll grab a little bit there. And no nitra to go with it, so save the gold for now.
To shoot and work to be done. Get to it, miner.
Wonder what slop they're serving in the campaign tonight. Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of goodies.
The level 18 on the Subata is quite good when you're going acid conversion. It just straight up doubles your bullets, which is double damage. And then you're also applying more of the acid debuffs on top of that, which then multiplies all of your direct damage on the enemies as well. So you're getting a bit over double damage on that weapon as the acid conversion.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
Ah! He's so close to the wall. Let's grab probably the reload.
I'm a better dwarf than
More debuff, more good on the acid build.
red sugar.
Doesn't look like there's anything up there.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
And good for. Oh, sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of goodies.
Those guys are pretty dangerous in the corner, actually. This is not great. I was too close to the wall and he hit me for 71. Oops. That's unfortunate. That was actually looking kind of cool. Whoopsie. What's up, boys? Today I'm doing explosions! I'm going the Demolitionist, and I'm looking for all 4 of the various kinetic explosive weapons. So I'm actually going to be scaling the PGL some this time, and then I'm also looking for the throwing axe, the high explosive grenades, and the hurricane guided rocket launcher. And the high explosives actually got some decent buffs in the patch, where it reduced the fuse timers so they will explode a bit faster after they are thrown. And also they have an upgrade where they can deal terrain damage, which I think is one of the only explosive weapons that can get that. So if I can get that early on, I might try and get the terrain damage going on this map with the resource scanner artifacts.
I'm gonna be the best survivor.
And then also, I think the PGL and the throwing axe can use fire rate, although they aren't offered upgrades for that. So if I get the throwing axe early on and a lot of levels onto that, I may want to look for some fire rate from the artifact that has it. Let's take some damage there. Gold is good, so I can potentially reroll, although there's 3 weapons, so I have a decent chance of getting them. And I have both of these, so I'd like to try that and go for the terrain damage on it now. That's the only terrain damage build I haven't tried here yet. I've done both the constructs and the coil gun. Constructs seemed pretty good. The coil gun, I think I needed some more range on that build the time I did it, and maybe some extra beams as well. Not sure. It was okay, but it wasn't like amazing the one time that I did it. It's gonna take a while to get through those heavy rocks above me. Probably gonna have to pull them away a bit first.
They'll be with you shortly.
So the PGL has 2 shots, so it's not super necessary to get fire rate on it. Probably just comes down to whether I get the axe next or not. Explosion radius is perfect. That's one of the biggest stats I want. See if I can hopefully get the supply pod now. There's just so many, I'm probably gonna have to take some hits here.
Fly pod cleared. Impact imminent.
So all of these are fantastic. Obviously I want both of these, but probably gonna have to take the crit early on. Reload, paint job. I do want both of those. Let's grab that to push the overclocks. I kind of want overclocks on all 4 of the weapons I'm gonna be getting, so paint jobs are pretty helpful with that. Damage, sure.
Makes my whole life better.
So yeah, I guess it takes a while for the high explosive grenades to actually explode after you throw them. But explosion radius will help them hit a lot more often at least. Actually, probably shouldn't go up through the heavy rocks there. Would take me so long that I'd probably get trapped in there. I might want to go for some rocks here. My damage seems pretty bad so far.
Time's running out, miner. The bugs are getting worse.
Damage, probably just take the highest upgrade here. My damage seems really bad considering I have the crit artifact already. Let's take the reload probably. Maybe I should get the damage here. That's pretty good since I have the crit chance from the artifacts. I need to try and pull them into some detonators because my damage is looking really rough right now. But it's hard to get anywhere because my damage is so bad. Big damage into an overclock. So the triple grenade is huge. That's over twice as much damage if you can land all of the explosions. Got some detonators lined up now. There we go, that helps a lot. Big reload speed. Take the level on the high explosive. I didn't really get a chance to mine out this level very well, so I'm pretty low on nitra. But should be a bit easier now that I have a lot more damage with that overclock on the high explosive. I think there was a magnet over here, so I should be heading for that. Try and finish him off as I head over there. Damage, I like the reload speed since that's a single shot weapon. That'll help a lot with damaging the terrain if I can get that overclock for it.
Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
So, don't think so. This is kinetic and explosive, so that's what I'm going for here. Take the axe upgrade, probably the PGL.
I'm growing stronger.
High explosive is pretty good so far. Probably want the kinetic, that'll affect everything I do. I don't mind a big armor upgrade. High explosive, probably the axe. Pickup would be pretty useful. I'll grab some. Probably the PGL level into the overclock. 100% clip size. I don't think that really helps that much on a two-shot weapon. Probably just get some huge explosions. Take the PGL. And then there we go, Hurricane guided, all 4 kinetic explosives, didn't even have to reroll, nice. Maybe I can get some big hits with the rocks here. Might be kind of risky though, probably don't want to push it too badly. Take the high explosive, more reload is great. Reload speed affects 2 weapons, it's not amazing. especially since I have some decent levels on that. I will grab the overclock here.
Try this out.
And there we go, damage to the terrain. That's so good though. Maybe I should just take that. I want to see how explosives can do on this map.
Overclock, my favorite.
Big armor. I could grab that, but I could also look for some cooler stuff.
I want another go.
I guess reload speed is okay.
This is my pick.
Should have pretty good survivability now, which is good since the axes will sometimes knock enemies into me. And if I get a lot of explosion radius, it'll also be very hard to see exactly where enemies are. So survivability is going to be very helpful here. And there we've got the explosions doing a very small amount of damage to the terrain, it looks like. Maybe that will be a bit more effective as I get more reload speed and explosion radius. But my initial impression is that seems kind of weak. It's hitting the salt terrain multiple times and not even destroying it.
Sorry, little one. Your own fault for being full of good.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready. Too much crap to send in the supply pod.
See if we can get some resource scanners now. Actually, really like those artifacts on this map for the most part.
We got a launch. Supplies inbound.
Heads up.
So I did not get any. Armor and fire rate are both okay. This will help the PGL with 2 shots and the axe with either 4 or 8 shots if you get the unstable on it. So I guess I probably will try that here.
I want it.
It's not amazing, but it's decent. I do have some pickup radius, but not a lot, so I will grab that. Yeah, the high explosive terrain damage not looking too impressive. I probably should have taken the reload.
Objective completed.
Oh well, I've never tried it before, and I wanted to see it. Probably some luck to look for higher upgrades later on. I think the only unstable available for the high impact is the fear thing, which didn't seem very useful the one time I used it. Maybe I was just missing something, but it didn't seem like it ever feared elites or bosses or anything.
Think you can kill me?
Actually, I might not be able to get through those heavy rocks down there. Big XP. I guess it's probably better than basic upgrades.
Yeah.
I would hope it is anyways, it might not be.
Shoot to kill. Yeah.
It just seems like it takes like 3 to 4 shots to even destroy anything with the grenades. Let's see if I can get some rocks on them.
Break the fight. One down.
Getting pretty hard to see already. I don't think I even have the triple shot on the PGL yet. Go for some more rocks. Reload is decent.
Something like this.
I at least have the fire rate to go on the axe as well, so reload is a bit stronger on that than normal.
Yeah.
This is growing out of hand. Get it done. done, miner.
Probably reload.
Woo, baby.
The hurricane just instantly fires as soon as the other volley happens. Doesn't actually have a fire rate, so reload speed fully scales on that.
My scanner is overloading, miner. Get a move on.
Go with the big damage there on my best weapon, that's pretty helpful.
Hello and good boy.
Probably the PGL upgrade. Could still look for unstables on that with enough levels.
Gotta move on. It's getting worse.
Probably have enough. Reload speed is okay. That would help my best weapon, so I should probably take that. My best weapon so far anyways. Reload.
It's calling to me.
Reload's pretty good on that since it's a two-shot weapon.
Get it done, miner.
Only has to fire one extra time. And I do have the artifacts speeding that up a little bit as well. Reload.
Have it.
The threat level keeps rising. You have to move, miner.
Doesn't look like I can finish that without taking a lot of damage. Should probably take the blue crit. That's a bit better with the crit artifact as well.
For crap's sake, move it. They're everywhere.
Big damage onto the high impact.
You ugly son of a bitch.
Another level on the high impact. Seems like that's going to be my highest weapon this time, so
Get moving.
all the extra levels I can get onto that are pretty helpful. Paint job. The unstable isn't super useful on that, and I'm going to hit 18 naturally, so that actually seems like a bit of a waste. Let's go with the crit here.
Power up my kin forces.
If the unstable on that was good, I would definitely take that for the push, but it just didn't seem very useful the last time I had it. We'll take a paint job for my
If it looks
second
good, it
weapon.
shoots better. Everyone knows
Unfortunately,
that.
I didn't get the triple grenade shots, so this is going to be a small fraction of its full power.
Overclock, my favorite type of
Don't
clock.
have enough nitra for anything else.
This
Mining
one's
speed
so
is
meet more
okay.
options.
Crit chance is
It's
pretty
the meat.
good, and some more
Just the upgrade I
survivability
was
is not
looking
bad.
for.
So I'm at
We got work to
71,
do and quotas to meet.
313.
You have your objectives.
Maybe we're not gonna die after all. Sorry, little one. Your own fault for being full of goodies.
Yeah, that terrain damage just seems really weak on that thing. And the 25% reload speed, 15% damage would have been a pretty large damage
Prepare to
increase.
fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
That definitely does not seem to be the play on the high impact grenade. Couldn't even get any of the XP or gold nitro scanners to go with it either.
Feeling much better now.
Too much crap in the way. Supplies can't land. Clear it out, miner.
I guess when there's this much terrain that I have to mine out, it will speed that up a bit at least. Pull them into the terrain, and then the explosions will probably be a bit more likely to hit some of that stuff.
For your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Go with the PGL. Probably need to kite a bit first. A lot of stuff building up over there, and my damage doesn't seem that good.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
I needed that.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
It's a magnet as well. I probably can't avoid that unless I save the thing for later. Probably grab the explosive. Yeah, I have a decent amount of pickup radius, so probably no way to avoid that.
This makes my whole life better.
Big damage on the hurricane, sure.
Not too shabby.
Status does absolutely nothing.
There you go. Delivery of one resupply for you, miner.
HP and regen is very helpful. XP scanner is probably the worst out of those, so I don't think I'm going to take that on the third stage.
I'm gonna do something.
I would consider gold or nitra still.
Die, creep.
But I could really use the HP since it's hard to see stuff and my damage is kind of on the low side as well. I should try and keep those guys in the range that I'm whittling them down even as I'm exploring.
Open.
So that will give me the unstable. I can see if that's any good now. Yeah, you only have the fear one. And last time I tried it, it seemed bad, but maybe there was a bug with it back then or something, I don't know.
Think you can kill me? Think again.
So I still need some overclocks for that. I'm just constantly taking small hits because I can't see anything. And I don't see anything running away. Probably take some more armor. I'm getting beat up pretty badly.
Running out of bugs. More are on the way.
Swallow this.
Oh my god, I can't see anything. I'm barely getting hit, but I'm almost dead. Go with the reload, probably, on the hurricane.
This is it. Come and get me, you disgusting
The
bug.
bugs are going insane. Move, move, move.
Big damage there is pretty
I'm gonna do
helpful.
something epic with this. Never felt better. See you in hell.
Trying to keep the elites in range so they're constantly getting hit by the explosions. But my damage is looking pretty bad right now. Could really use some detonators to help out here.
There are too many to count. Get it done, miner.
I don't think I even have the damage to kill them before they fully ramp up.
Suck on this, you freaking.
One of them is still half HP right now.
Get it wrapped up, miner.
Yeah, I think I'm just
The
dead.
longer you stay, the harder it gets.
There doesn't seem to be anything I can really do here. I'm not really seeing any fears either. Could really use some better unstables for that weapon. I guess I'll take a green reload. It's probably my strongest damage. Another level on the PGL would actually be quite helpful if I can get that here. So there we go, and that adds a back shot. It might be too late for that, but that would have been extremely helpful early on. Maybe I can still pull it off, but I am very close to dead, and they're very ramped up right now.
Get it wrapped up. They're everywhere. Move out, miner. Get it over with.
Yeah, I'm probably dead. That's so many extremely fast red guys.
The bugs aren't appreciating your presence.
And extremely fast roly-polies that I can't dodge anymore. There's nowhere to go.
Not fair! Just not fair!
Get it done, miner. The bugs are furious.
So yeah, the terrain damage was pretty bad. I actually would have been okay if I had the reload speed damage. That's a pretty big damage increase. If I had rerolled to get the level 18 on the deep core, I probably would have been fine. That would have allowed me to kill the elites before that wave came, and I just had nowhere to go. Actually had some very strong artifacts as well. But overall, I think that build is not very good. Need some better unstables for the high explosive, and the terrain damage just wasn't very good. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.